We're not meant to be working now either, so we can't go live. Make sure everyone's in the shot. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not working. I'm off the clock. Finished at 5:30. I've not been here since 2. No, I haven't, for the record.
Yeah, I haven't either. Go on, man, I'll let you introduce this one.
Yeah, boom. We're back with another episode live as well, which probably no one watching at the minute, but they'll tune in. We've got Denzil. Do you wanna introduce yourself, mate, and we'll get stuck into it?
Yeah, Denzil Browne Jr. Thanks for finally having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. What we usually do, so just give us a bit of a background. Where you from, and how you kind of got into boxing.
I'm from Leeds. I've been on my boxing for as long as I can walk.
Yeah.
My dad was a pro, so just always done it.
Wow. Okay. So who was your dad? And give us a bit of a
Denzil Browne.
Denzil Browne.
Yeah.
And where was he fighting at Leeds as well?
Yeah, Leeds as well.
Yeah, you'll have to apologise. My boxing knowledge is up and growing.
Not as sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So you've been boxing since when was it? When did you first put gloves on? When did you start going into a gym? And
top of my head, I think when I was about 7, 8.
7 or 8.
7 or 8. I think I started in Sharkies in Leeds. Started training, learnt the basics, and then I just carried on from there.
What is it? What made you want to start boxing? Was it? Did your dad inspire you to do it? You seen people on the TV. What was the inspiration?
I was a hyper kid.
Yeah, we get that with boxers, don't we?
Yeah, I found that.
And I was an agitated kid, and then I started watching boxing first. Seen Roy Jones.
Yeah, sick.
Jr.
Yeah.
Roy Jones, Ali, Tyson. Then they just influenced me, and then from there I just stepped in the ring, and then ever since I put gloves on, I've just kept them on.
Yeah, nice. The inspiration's the one thing, isn't it? Like a lot of boxers, everyone's reason for getting into boxing always does seem to differ though, because you'll know Mick and all these guys, and Mick was like, he was playing rugby for a long time, and then went into boxing, and then like Warrington's done it for a long time. Jack, similar story to you, got like straight in it from a very young age.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see. So you're pro at the minute.
Yep.
When did you turn pro?
I think I've been pro a year and a half now.
Just a year and a half.
Just a year and a half now. I think 4 now.
Yeah, and sorry, remind everyone, how old are you?
24.
24.
Wow.
Got you. Okay. And amateur side?
I think amateur. I think I had 28. And I think I've lost 7 or 8.
Yeah, strong record.
Decent. Could have been better.
Yeah. Are you hard on yourself with stuff like that? Do you? Oh no.
I think I have to watch myself over, and then I have to put the pieces together and think, I could have done this or I could have done that, and then just go like that. But it's always learning, innit? It's never a loss. It's just a learning.
Yeah, that's
how I look at things.
That's the perfect way to have that mindset, because otherwise you're just gonna be
See,
inside your own head.
No redemption in it. Like when people kind of say losing, it's not like you can go back and review things and make things better. Like like losing is not a bad thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's it. You can find the positives out of it. You can adapt and change and learn and go from there. So let's go back. Let's build people up a bit of a picture. So when you were a kid, where were you growing up?
I grew up in Meanwood.
Yeah.
In Leeds, Meanwood estate, this area.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwood, Marsall, Scotland, Chapeltown, just everywhere really.
Yeah.
I was always here, there, everywhere.
Yeah. How was school? Like, how were your school days?
School days, from what I can remember, I was a troubled kid in school.
Yeah.
I was bad in school. I didn't really like school. I was always, what's the word? I won't say influenced by other people to mess around. Because it'd always be me that would lead it.
All right. You were the ringleader.
Yeah, but I was always messing about in school.
But you was boxing as well throughout school?
Amateur training throughout school. But I did football first before boxing.
Right.
I used to play for Yorkshire Amateurs because I had a lot of energy, so I was just always active. So I used to play football, and then I just stopped. It was travelling, it was too long.
So just got into the boxing. Yeah. That's it. So when you turned pro, how was how was your first? How did you feel having your first pro fight? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Like, can you kind of get into that for us? Describe it a little bit.
My first fight, I wasn't really nervous because I'm not a nervous person. Like, I'm just, what's the word? I don't even know the word. Like,
you do seem very laid back, like super relaxed.
I'm not nervous. Yeah, I just take it as it comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I was nervous because the people who I know and everyone that supports me was watching me, and obviously all eyes are on you. But to get in there, I wasn't nervous. I was more nervous to see if I was gonna live up to the expectation that everyone thinks you're gonna have, and like that sort.
You
of
want to
thing.
kind of disappoint them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Liam said the same thing, didn't he? Liam Harrison, who came in, he said, sorry, it was Andy from Badco. Like, he'd get in the ring and he wouldn't give a shit. And it was basically the people outside of the ring that he didn't want to let down.
He thinks about everyone outside the ring.
But him, he didn't care, like about what happens to him when he's in there.
So I'm like, but when you're in there, like, I don't know if it's same for other boxers, but for me, it's just like all you can see is that.
Yeah, tunnel vision.
And you just see lights. You can't really hear much, but you're just focused in it. Like, you can just see your opponent.
Yeah. Is it exciting though? Does it excite you? Like,
it's a buzz.
It's a buzz, yeah.
It's a proper buzz. You need to chill and remember what you're doing. Remember what you've learned. You have to take it all from the gym to the ring.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because what a lot of people don't realise that boxing is like a chess game, isn't it? It's when you're in there, your mind, you got to stay cool, not
course,
like be aggressive and start wailing. That's how people get knocked out. So
I'll just
lose
it.
Well, with that, we are training. Where have you been doing most of your training? And where do you train out of?
I've been in Bermontos, Exercise for Less, the gym. It's called the gym.
Yeah. Another one. Yeah.
There, just some free places really.
And in terms of your camp and the people that you've built, like from boxing from 8 years old, has that been the same people that's been around you? Have you sort of changed?
Well, I've always gone to Bermontos.
Yeah.
So like the same people who are around me now, that are pro now, they've always been around me as well, helping. So
you've kind of grown with them as well.
Yeah, as they've grown around me, I've grown as well.
Yeah. How much does it help having them people around you though, like on the same journey, same motivation?
I think it helps a lot because boxing's a lonely sport. It is a lonely sport. People don't realize how lonely it is. So to have like a friend who's on the same journey, for example, Ishmael.
Yeah, we had him in. Yeah.
He like we're always pushing each other. He's always telling me, "Oh, you should be doing this. You should be doing that." He's always having a go at me.
Yeah.
Telling me off here.
Yeah, that's you need it though, don't you? Keep each other accountable.
Yeah,
and drive you on and push you on because you, like you say, it is lonely. Like we have boxers in here, and it's the same thing. Like sometimes like you might want to skip that run or
that's what I mean.
That sort of stuff.
I just get a message off his shit like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "No, it's like go on a run, man."
Yeah,
go get going, man. Just chill, man.
Go get it done. That's it. And you're promoted by Mark Bateson. Yeah. So we had Mark in, and it was a good insight on that side of things, wasn't it? When
now he kind of runs the promotion and his fighters, man.
Because his shows in Leeds are massive, aren't they? Like
they're the biggest.
Because I even said on that podcast, like I do not know who is, if anyone does like other boxing shows.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like
He's probably the best out of Leeds. In Leeds.
Yeah. So first fight, got the win. What's your record now? 4-0. There you go. 4-0. You got a fight coming up in the end of May.
25th of May.
Yeah. So do you want to talk to us a bit more about that? It'd be a bit of is it going to be a bit of a step up? Do you kind of map out your year, like how many times you want to fight and that sort of stuff?
I try, like when I've spoke to Mark about like how many fights I'm having for the year. Like if he lets me know how many I'm gonna have, then I'll map it out. But for these last two, the way like my life's set out at the moment, I don't know how many I'm gonna be expecting on. For the two, if I was gonna have the two, for example, because Dennis Hobson, who I was with before, he wasn't getting me out as much, so I left that side and came to Mark.
Yeah. Did you have to come to that decision yourself? Did you have to say, all right, this is not where I want my career to be going?
Yeah. He wasn't getting me out as much.
Yeah.
And it was just like I was just there, just training for no reason.
That must be it. Like the training thing, if you're training towards something, it must be easier than just training for training's sake sometimes. I find it obviously like just with the gym, but to actually not have something to train towards, it must be frustrating, especially at a young age. And you can see lads getting out there, getting fights under their belt. Because that's what Mark's really good at, is getting on consistent amount of shows. Like
he'll have all of his shows scheduled and who's going on, and who's fighting who.
What is that the worst side of boxing then at this stage? Kind of trying to find that promoter, get out regular, sort of stuff.
You know what the worst thing about being a professional is the training.
Oh really?
That's what I think the worst thing is, training and selling tickets.
Yeah,
people let you down. A lot of people let you down.
Yeah, selling tickets must be tough.
Like, don't come through, or tell you save tickets and they don't come from, or tickets and training. That's what I hate.
Yeah, do you know what, that we had that kind of eye opening thing with boxers, didn't we? When it was realizing that they have to go out there, be it like their own business, like you're your own business. You're out there trying to sell tickets. I've still got to train. I've still got to eat right. And at the end of the day, you can just like, if you want to have like a day off, you can just be like, oh, I can have a day off. But
you do.
So self-management, and it's hard, and like it's at a young age as well. It's a lot.
Yeah, of course. Especially when you haven't done them before as well. Because these 2 fights, when I was with Mark, I had to sell my own tickets for these 2, but. Other fights, like my dad did it all.
Okay.
So all I was doing was just training full time.
Nice.
Rather than running around, dropping tickets here, there, messaging him, her. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that changes the whole game, and I guess you have to sort of think about social media and how you present yourself on there.
We should do a good job of, like, you got all branded up and logo and all that stuff. It's nice, man. It's nice little, got a nice little look going on.
Doing all right.
But yes, social media is the big one, I think.
Well, we realised it when we were talking to Darren Tetley at the time. He had the European title, and he didn't even have like an Instagram account, did he?
Yeah, and his mum does his Facebook page and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
It's crazy, and it like, and
if you don't know about it, you lose out.
And then like off mic, he was saying to us like, oh, I'm pushing for this fight and I'm pushing for that fight, wasn't he? Like he was showing us like text messages and stuff because he's promoted by Frank Warren.
Yeah.
And he was like, the guy. And I said, was it on the podcast or off the podcast? And I said to Darren, and I just said, Darren, like, you're like the worst fight for anyone because, all right, you're a European champion, so that's great. All right, you got a belt, so that's something to like dangle in front of someone. Like, fight me, I've got a belt. But he's big, like in person, he's quite big. Yeah, like I was surprised. Yeah, he's tall. He's like athletic, and I was like, all right, southpaw. And then you sit with him and he really likes to fight. And I'm like, you'd be awful to fight. Yeah, like, you're the worst. Awful fight.
I don't think no one likes a southpaw.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like a common trend. First southpaw I ever watched, it's a good southpaw to watch, is Errol Spence. I went to watch him box Kell Brook.
Yeah.
And I could not believe how good he was. Like, he was next level. I was in the stands and I could hear him punching Brook's body, and I was like,
yeah, it's rough.
Wow.
I'd like to be in that fight.
After that fight, I said to myself, like, I would never bet against Errol Spence. No way.
It's rough.
I was like, no way I would be a boxer getting hit like that. But yeah, back to you. Like, what's your ambitions look like? Because like, you're a proper chilled guy, man. Like, most boxers are chill, but like, you're on another level of relaxed.
I'm just cool, me.
It's good. Like, I'm not. It's not a criticism at all, but. Like, what's your ambition in the sport? Like, where do you see like the next year going? Like the next couple of years, and then what's like your big dream goal?
I just want to unify my division. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in the light heavyweight division or I'm gonna drop to super middle. I've never been at super middle to know what I'll be like if I can handle that weight, which I know I'll be able to handle it, but it's if it'll be better for me than the light heavyweight.
Okay.
So until I make my mind up, I'm just gonna stay light heavy.
Yeah.
But for now,
what's the cut between the two? Like, I'm not too the weight stuff. That always confuses me sometimes.
So I don't know what it is in stone, but in kilos, it's light heavy is 81 kilo. Super middle's 76 kilo.
All right, so it's quite a drop, isn't it?
Yeah, but if I drop to that, I'll take the power with me.
Yeah, that's it. That's always the thing that people say, isn't it? Like, are you going to take that with you, or are you going to be kind of like dead, like at that weight? Like, it's too much for you. Oh, nice.
Shredded as well.
Yeah, I seen you. So you'll spar with. Will you spar with Ishmael?
Yeah.
I seen you sparred with Mark DeCasey. You sparred with Mark.
Yeah, UFC.
What's it like sparring with someone from the UFC?
He's a southpah. He's awkward.
Yeah,
but he's rough. I don't know how to explain it to him. Like you just know when someone can fight.
Yeah.
Like you have a good spar, but if you spar with someone who's rubbish, obviously you've got the advantage. So you'll just be battering them, and then they'll just take it, and then you don't really learn. But when you spar with someone good, you start to think I can't just go in there and just have a fight. Like you need to pick out the weaknesses and see how you can adapt to get the better, to learn. You know what I mean? So with him, he's just rough. He's awkward.
Do they have a different style of?
Yeah, because I think
is it not like a raw boxing? It must be like.
Yeah. I think his the way he stands. Yeah, because obviously he's ready to get if he gets taken to the ground, innit? So I feel like his stance is wider, yeah, and like the way he puts his hands and he throws his hands is awkward. So you have to be tight or he'll catch you because he is fast. He's lighter than me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess that's good for you though, like having that different experiences, some like unorthodox stuff, because you're gonna come up against fighters that are just a bit like wild or whatever, like have a different technique or something like that.
He's faster in it, so I've got to adapt. I've got to move fast to keep up to that pace. Yeah,
true, very very true.
It makes it work.
Yeah, that's it. So boxing's been it's been in the press for loads of stuff, man, recently. Like, and we talked to Mark about it, didn't we? Like the whole Miller thing and like
Miller.
Yeah, like PEDs and all that sort of stuff. And it's we've been trying to get people, when the people come on, we try to get their opinions on it. We had like Warrington come on, and they were talking about Galahad because he got done for 2 years on a substance, and then like Miller's been in the press. Canelo got done.
Yeah, I think they should get banned
for life.
Yeah, just a straight ban.
Yeah,
because that's the only I feel that's the only way people are gonna stop cheating. Like, because you don't really know who's taking what until they do the test, like a big fight, innit?
Yeah.
So if they was cheating on that fight, what other fights are they cheating on?
Yeah, they probably did it.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I look at it. Anyway, I wouldn't like to fight someone who's taken something that's gonna enhance their ability against me. Yeah,
because it's different. Because it's when you talk about boxing, it makes it even worse because you're enhancing their ability to fucking hurt you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, of course. It's a dangerous sport.
It's not like I don't know. I was gonna say Usain Bolt, but all right, say in another world, like someone like that, he's on steroids. Well, they just run faster. It's not hurting anyone.
Not contact, is it?
Yeah,
like Sonic.
But like Sonic. But it's but boxing, it takes it to a different level. Like you're doing someone serious damage, and it's rough, man.
It's dangerous. People piss blood on that.
Yeah, geez.
Knocked out and that, innit?
Yeah, exactly. So going back to May 25th, yeah, it's May 25th.
Yep.
Next fight. How do you keep your diet in check? Like, do you make weight easy or?
I've never had a problem with weight.
No.
I walk around quite heavy actually. I walk around at around 80, 84 key. So I've got about 4 kilo to lose, which is always easy. I've never really been one to eat rubbish. I just put on weight and I don't really put on fat. It's more muscle.
Yeah.
So it's the training is a little bit harder because fat's heavier than muscle. I mean muscle's heavier than fat. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's never had a problem with weight.
You find it easy.
Yeah. In terms of your training week, then, what does an average week look like for you? How many times are you training?
I train every day, twice a day, but Wednesday and Thursday because I have my daughter, and Sunday and Saturday because I have my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So
2 a days.
2 a days, man. I'd be dying. So yeah, like, training it actually leads on nicely to recovery. So like just before you, we had Sarah from Cryo UK, and we've seen that you've been in there. So do you want to, for people that haven't, a lot of boxing been going in there, and there's been a bit of a hype around it and stuff like that. Do you want to tell us how that came around, what it was like, how you felt afterwards, that sort of stuff?
2 of my friends went in it, Ishmael and Lamel. They advised me to go in it because I had an injury on my shoulder, so they was like, "Oh, go down there, get in as soon as you get out, you'll be feeling alright." So I was like, "Nah, what?" So then I just went down for myself, jumped in 3 minutes.
Was it cold?
Is it 20?
Yeah, 1 minus 20, I think so. 120.
120, yeah.
Yeah, Antarctica levels. Minus 120 for 3 minutes. I'm just in there, just freezing. Just thinking, yo, this is a bit dodgy. What am I doing? Jumped out. It's mad. You just feel like you've had a full 24-hour sleep.
You just feel like
new.
Refreshed.
Yeah, as soon as you get out, obviously you're frozen because you've been in there, but you can just feel like all your blood cells just heating back up, your body heating back up, and like it's sick. It's proper sick.
Yeah. And your shoulder, how was that after?
Vanished. I forgot about it.
What? That's
sick.
Crazy.
Any injuries or anything like that, I advise anyone to go in there. It's proper sick.
Yeah, we had Sarah in earlier, and she was chatting about Warrington, but he had like a hand problem after Frampton.
Yeah.
And he got some local cryo treatment on his hand, like fixed it right up. I was like, this stuff's like fucking witchcraft or something.
Yeah, it's witchcraft.
We'll see what it's saying next week, man.
Yeah, so we're good. Yeah, they said like, oh, come down and try it out. So next Saturday, put a fucking coat on. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous.
I was a bit nervous to get in there
because it looks wild. Like I've seen the video of you, and like you could just see your eyes. You got like little, like you got like a hat on.
You wear like a headband to cover your ears.
Got you. That's it. Yeah.
A mask, gloves, and long socks.
Okay.
She was saying that like your body drops down to temperature where like it goes into like panic mode.
Yeah. She said if you're in there longer than 3 minutes, your body will get sent into shock.
Okay.
And then you'll just pass out and eventually die.
But it works.
Yeah, it's mad.
People are in here.
Crazy science in it.
That's it. It's like the new technology. It's not the new technology. Like in the US, they're big on it, but over here, it seems like it's just like a new wave, and
it's like an ice bath in it.
Through ice bath, yeah.
That's what it is, but it's obviously better. Minus 120 degrees,
even colder.
Yeah. So we've got people on there can't really see it, but they will have seen it on other podcasts. We've got McGregor on the wall, like king of trash talk. So get your opinion on trash talk. Because we've had a few boxes and none of them are really that big into it. Like Jack was saying, yeah, I'm not that into it.
I'm not really into it. Then again, though, I ain't really had anyone try trash talk me. So I think someone would have to trigger me.
Yeah.
Before I was to say it, like I won't go out my way and just start yabbing and because I'm not really one like that. I just do all my action in the ring rather than out the ring because I just get angry.
Yeah, just get mad. Like fucking like Chisora and White and all these boys flipping tables. It's entertaining. Like,
well, then I don't know at what point are they actually being serious or is it for entertainment?
Yeah, I think that with Chisora, Chisora is a bit. But then again, he reminds me of Kanye West.
Yeah, a bit bipolar.
Yeah, mad him.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
He's a bit mad in it.
Yeah, Chisora is a bit wild. That is my favourite ever face off, him and White, when he's like, "You're a goat. I'm a donkey, you're a donkey." And then he's 2 minutes later, he's throwing water in his face and then just on the floor. It's just class. Like, I think if it's genuine, people are invested in it. Like, I really do think if it's genuine, it will sell fights. But then, like, some people will just talk for talking's sake. Like, McGregor will talk to.
All that?
Nah, they probably didn't. They probably didn't.
See, the McGregor Khabib stuff kind of pissed me off, man. I just thought
got a bit racial.
Yeah, it got taken way too far, man. And
started talking about his wife and that.
Yeah, that stuff's too far. Like, if it's like you could define it as banter, then I think it's whatever, fair game. But then when you start bringing like people's like wives and girlfriends and kids, like
people that have no relevance to the fight.
Exactly.
He's a bit mad.
Yeah,
Gregor, all that whiskey, proper whiskey.
That's it. I don't know what he's on some mad stuff now, and he's just gone like another.
Money's gone to his head, isn't it?
Another level. Yeah, he just earned so much cash so fast that he just kind of changed him. I think.
Yeah, of course it did.
Yeah.
Of course it did.
Do you have a good group of people around you that keep you on the right track? Apart from Ishmael, kind of outside of the ring, like, are your friends get at you like, come on, like, you got a talent, don't stick at it, like, don't mess around, like, because me and you will sway each other and be like, oh, let's go on tonight or do something. But generally speaking, all right, we will keep each other on a good track. Like, we do motivate each other. Like, I'm joking, but then like on the other side, like, we have that.
We do enjoy now,
we do, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like.
But what about you?
Like,
you have
people around me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good few. There's my mum. Shout out Mumsy. My sister. There's Lamel. There's my boy Scratch, who's a rapper. There's I've got loads of people around me to not do what I'm supposed to do.
And focus down.
Yeah, focused.
Yeah, that's it. It's just about once you get the right mix of people. I think that came out on Ishmael's podcast big time. Was when he was trying to he was doing all sorts of mad stuff. When he went to prison twice, and then he was like, "Look, I want to change the way I'm living," and people around me are still saying to me like, "Oh, I'm
kind of pulling him back into it."
Yeah, and that really hit home. Like if you don't
have a good group,
change your circle around you, like they have the biggest influence on you, like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
So having those people around you, like it sounds like you've put that in place. Like you took that step away from like another promoter to go to Mark, who's doing big things. Like you clearly have a good understanding of the way, like
knowledge of the boxing world.
Yeah, and then like how to make sure like people around you like serving your best interests and and that sort of stuff. Because you want people to. I think who said Jack said, but I always forget. So like people come here and they'll sit and when the mic's on or off, they'll still talk to us. But Jack was saying like sometimes like people might buy tickets just to see you even lose.
Yeah,
which is mad to think.
Yeah, but you don't even know what their intentions are. Like if they want to see you win or lose or how you're gonna, like they might want to come see you, and then they might go see someone else, and then they might talk to that person and be like, "Oh, so and so will beat you," and then like try earwigging on each side, so you don't know. So it's a mad spot.
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of politics and
big time. And do you know what I think now? Even there's going to be more than ever. I mean, like if you look at 20 years ago when there was no social media, there was no Instagram, where it was literally your promoter. That was your back end, your promotion. That's what people knew about you. Now everybody's got like social media, they've got direct access to you. I guess people have to like. It's a gift and a curse. That is.
Yeah.
How you promote yourself.
How you use it, innit?
Yeah, how you use it, and with certain people they don't use it as well as they can do. And my friend over here, McGregor's, he's the opposite, right? He's just gone the total other way with it. So how do you keep yourself grounded then in a way? Would you say what do you do outside of boxing to keep yourself grounded?
If I'm not in the boxing ring, I'm either at home on the Xbox, with my little girl.
What do you play on the Xbox? Well,
I've currently been stuck in on PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battleground.
Right. Okay.
Do you play it?
No, I don't play it.
You're missing out.
Battleground.
PUBG. You and Ishmael are big on these.
Yeah, we are.
He lit up when we started talking about.
What did he say? He's got his cousin in.
So he's one of his cousins plays football for Huddersfield Town.
Yeah, Rakil.
That's it. And I don't know if he's still in a debt, but he was in a debt.
Yeah, it was £400.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah. I was like,
there was politics between them two for a good few weeks before I paid it.
Oh man, but yeah, it's good. At least you can switch off though. Like take a different turn and take it easy. We want a new fight night, don't we?
Yeah,
we want fight night.
I think everyone does, but the franchise has gone for it, innit?
Oh really?
So I heard.
They need to. Someone needs to figure it out.
Mayweather should just do it. All that money just sat there.
And Mayweather was never on fight night, was he? Like he never signed off on it. Like, come on, Floyd.
Someone needs to do it.
Yeah. So who's your idols in the sport? Who do you look up to? Who do you look at other boxers and think, oh, I want to fight like that? Like, do you have a? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm getting at?
My friends, my friends who box, like Ishmael. When I'm training or when we're training, I always think, like, I gotta be better than him. Like, there's a lot of competition between me and Ishi because obviously we both box. We're from Leeds. We got the similar fan base, friendship groups. Who else? I always try to be like Tyson, but no one was like Tyson.
Nah, he's unique.
He was just a savage. He was just different.
You love doing impressions of Mike Tyson. He loves all the. You watch all the interviews that you love it.
Yeah,
it's like, my back is broken.
My back, spinal.
Giving him body punches. He was smashing people up when he was 18. Man,
he was a killer.
Crazy.
Absolute killer. They were saying like his genetics were just freakish. Like it was Teddy Atlas was on like Joe Rogan, and they were saying like this. He had to lie about his age, like to get him into fights. Like he was saying, like this guy's 15, but no one will believe me that he's like
he was
15,
younger
16,
than what
he was just fucking
saying,
huge. Yeah, it's mad. I wish him and Lennox Lewis fought in their prime.
In it,
yeah.
Because Lennox got it good though. Because all right, you take that win, keep it on your resume. You beat Mike Tyson, yeah,
but not in his prime.
Not even close. Yeah, not even close. Yeah, Tyson's a good one, but Light heavyweight, super middleweight. So what boxers are in those divisions now? Like light heavyweight was like a
Today.
Yeah, because I know like Ward, Kovalev, these guys were in there. So
Um,
that was a bit of a saga.
in who do I rate now? My favorite fighters are right now today Spence, Crawford, Canelo. What else am I rating right now?
You like all the technical guys then?
Yeah, I like the breakdown fighters who will break the opponent down.
Yeah.
Would you say your fighting style is quite similar as well to that?
Similar. I think I'm a pressure fighter. Like I'll pressure you to fail. I'll just keep hitting you. So GGG. That's what I try to base my style around. Because he just comes forward non-stop.
Turn up that pressure on him.
Yeah, like he sends people where he wants them to go. Like his head movement and that. I think he's a sick fighter. He's a proper sick
When you're
fighter.
pressuring an opponent, what do you look for when? How do you know like it's working? Do you know what I mean?
I think you got to look for their flaws. Like, for example, when they've got their hands up and wants to just move it out of line and you're just continuously throwing shots, like their guard might start dropping more often than usual than what it normally does. And I think yeah, you're up. I'm up then. Keep doing this or keep doing that.
Did you know what Josh Warrington's dad said? That people overcomplicate boxing.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
I think it depends how he means. Like if he meant how can I explain it? I can't explain it.
Because I think he was getting at
Like in between rounds, wasn't it?
like in between rounds, people give you too much information.
Yeah,
Can't really go back out there and do what you want to do
Like
because you're trying to think. Fuck, I just said
trying to catch my breath.
7 hit this combo this time, and you're like back out there, and then 1 minute in, you're still trying to think like, what did he tell me? And then it's hard. So he's saying like keep it simple. Like there's ways to keep boxing simple, and he's like people try to overcomplicate it or oversell it because he's kind of come to the forefront of, or I don't think people took his dad too seriously for a long time.
Yeah.
And then obviously like with they get a couple of big wins, and then he was like, oh, people like start listening to him. So when he was
shouting out,
when he was on the podcast, and he alluded to it, didn't he? Like, yeah, we have certain game plans, and then I just say to Josh like a couple of words, and he knows what it means, and then they go back out there, and he tries to implement that. So I thought that was interesting. Like, it's the first time we really heard that, right?
Yeah, I mean, quite a lot of people spoke about it. Like you said, it's gone quite big about Josh's dad and kind of their game plan to get before their fights.
yeah, he's a very knowledgeable guy. If you ever meet him.
What about Lee's boxing is
Blowing up
definitely
right
on
now.
the rise right now.
Yeah, of course. There's loads.
And why do you think that is? Do you think everyone's just come through at the same time, or what? Like, what's your take on it? Because the city is actually supportive. The city is a supportive city. Like, we've found it, and I think people get behind the fighters, and like Mark shows, like they're nearly always sold out.
Yeah.
Warrington takes a big crowd, so it's a supportive culture in the city. But it just seems like there's so many boxers that are just coming out, and they're all there with like solid records, doing stuff like yourself, Ishmael, Jack,
Mick.
Billy Pickles, Mick. All these guys are just doing stuff, and like it just seems to come out of nowhere. Like it feels like for me on the outside, like it's come out in like the last 2-3 years.
For me, like I've known about these people for years, and everyone's been able to fight for years. Like it's just recently everyone's name and platforms are building and that where names are getting out and that. But to me, because I've been doing it for so long, I've known about these people. Like I've known like we can fight. But it's just about building your name and where we're from in it.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Yeah. How do you ever struggle for motivation in boxing because you've done it for so long?
It's a hard one.
Because motivation is not. We both know like it's not a consistent thing. Like motivation comes and goes and that sort of stuff. So I just wondered because you've done it for so long.
A bit. Depends what you. I think it depends what you get into outside of the gym. What you're doing when you're not in the gym, to set your mind on to do something else. rather than in the gym. Like for me, I need something to, I watch boxing a lot to keep me on the boxing path, to just constantly implant boxing in my brain. So if I'm not boxing and I'm on the Xbox, so that'll push me to play more Xbox.
All right, okay.
So if I was like, say I was doing up roads, I was doing things on the roads that just make me do more things, which I try to avoid. So yeah, I think it depends on what you're doing outside of boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
But at least you understand yourself.
Yeah,
so like you know, all right, I need to be if whatever I do more of, I want to do more of. So
yeah,
you know, keep
I've
yourself
got an
focused.
addictive personality, so
Yeah.
like it might be different for everyone else, but that's what type of person I am. Like once I do something, I have to keep pursuing it to see what I can achieve in it.
That's good though. That's class. Like if you implement that into boxing and follow it, like it's gonna lead you to, you know, develop and grow and want to understand more of it. So we've asked this to a lot of boxers as well. Is the mental side of boxing is big. Like it's a big part. Like it's huge. Like do you do anything for like keeping yourself like your mind right, or like keeping like calm? Like Ishmael was saying, like his uncle would ping him stuff about like meditation or like kind of books to read or mindfulness stuff or whatever. Like do you tried anything like that out?
I've never like tried meditating and stuff like that, but
do you know what, mate? Try it. We both tried it and I thought it was kind of bullshit, but you told me
that's how I think I'll feel about it.
It's weird, mate. It's actually pretty good.
What's that app called?
Headspace. Headspace makes it easy. Like the guy, it's like free for 30 days, right?
I think I've seen that app. It plays sounds and stuff.
Yeah, and it'll talk you through how to.
It's like a guided meditation.
I can't do that. I need to be active. I need to keep doing things.
All right, okay.
I've never tried meditating or all like that, but.
But then that said, a lot of people say like meditating doesn't have to be in a fucking quiet room.
It's just thinking about one single thing.
It can be, you know, like you working out, punching bag, running, jogging. That can get you into a meditative state, you know, where you're not.
I think I meditate when I run. You know, when I'm running, I think a lot.
Yeah.
Because I hate the training. I proper hate the training of boxing. When I'm running, I'm just all sorts going through my brain. When I'm running, I'm not even thinking about boxing. To be fair.
Yeah, the training's fucking gruel, man. I mean,
So we started about 3 weeks ago. With Jermaine started taking us little PTs and stuff because we were like, he's finished basketball, I finished footy.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, let's go box and whatever. But we'll go. We started going to basement boxing in Pudsey, and it just looked like it was like some dodgy ass fight club, man. It's like everyone just used to go there and wanted to like whack each other, and I was like, I'm really not about that. Like, I
learn how to throw a damn
I watch like P. And like some of the lads on the pads, and I'm like, I want to look sick on the pads like that. Like Jack Bateson was on.
Everyone can look good on the pads, though.
That's fine by me, man. I don't care. I don't need to get in a ring, so that's for me. But the cardio for boxing is next level. So like you doing that twice a day,
get
like
rips, man.
Jesus.
When you turn when you're even doing boxing, not even professional or amateur, I think you'd become a runner as well, because the mileage and all the running and that sort of side of stuff, like it's just long. It's also long.
So what do you do? Like a lot of long distance, a lot of stairs.
Yeah, loads of like resistance stuff as well. Like treadmill, do a lot of treadmill, running, rowing machine. I hate the running machine.
You just don't like the training full stop, mate. Yeah,
I just don't like it.
So what do you like? I guess you must like just fighting.
Yeah,
you like to go spar, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something's got to get you into the gym, mate, because like, the training's not for you.
I like a good spar.
Yeah. What's it? Sparring? We've had people come up with some kind of like funny stories and stuff, haven't we? Like fun stories, like where they've been and stuff like that. Do you travel around sparring? You go like.
Mark takes us all over.
Yeah. What's it like when you go to other gyms and spar? Is it sometimes intimidating, or most people welcoming, or what? Like, what's it like?
I feel it's welcoming because everyone wants to batter everyone. So like it depends who you with as well. Like when me and Ishi go to new gyms, we're just like, yeah, we need to bang these. He's like, yeah, you know that. Like, that's what come to do.
I can imagine it right now. What you both say,
and obviously they're gonna be thinking the same thing.
Sure.
So once you get in there, like before the bell goes, you'll be having a little stare off, and then ding ding, it's go time.
Is it super competitive then?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What sometimes it's competitive as a fight night, as it'll be on the night.
Yeah. Sometimes like for example, if I've heard of your name, and you sparred with so and so in the past and you battered him, I'm gonna think, yeah, I need to batter this kid. it got out. So if I batter him, he's gonna get out.
Yeah.
The sparring rumours go around like that.
Yeah, of course.
I bet
really?
it does. I can imagine it probably do.
Shit. That's
Yeah.
funny. That.
Everyone's always like, "Oh, he battered so and so the other day," you know.
Oh, do you know?
Like, yeah.
That's what Jermaine said. We were chatting to Jermaine before we were training the other day, and he was on about Mick. It was like Mick had this name of like, oh, this Southpaw cruiserweight from Leeds.
Yeah.
And Jermaine were like, yeah. And then they said, Jermaine, we got you that Southpaw to spar with, you know, the killer from Leeds. And he was like, fuck's sake. So like, you're right. Like the stories get out. Like people's names, like they get out there.
People avoid you as well.
What, to spy you?
Yeah. I've had people arrange with me and my dad to come spar. And then when we've gone down, they've been like, oh, he's not here. Oh, he's injured or just something. But he sparred with someone else the day before.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's funny.
There's a lot of duck and divers in the spot. That's what I call them, duck and divers.
Yeah.
They talk a good game on the socials, but when it gets down to it, they're not. They didn't really want the work. Yeah,
because you're too quiet. Like you'll just stay quiet and be like, right, when it's on, it's on.
That's people you have to watch though. That's it.
It's always the quiet ones you got to look out for.
That's it, man.
Yeah, I'm quiet until spoken to.
Yeah, I get that because you're quite a chill guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
A lot of boxers are calm though when they come in. Like, they're so relaxed. I never.
That's what I said, man. He must be just getting pushed to the edge, like being in that fucking aggressive mode. When you're not in there, you're just the opposite, man.
Big time. Yeah, that's it. So if people want to find your page, people want to check you out, follow your journey, get some tickets for your next fight, where have they got to go? And
all my socials are the same. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Denzil Browne Jr. They're all the same.
Yeah. Boom. Well, thanks for coming in, mate. That's just took us to 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me.
Nice one. Boom. I'll turn it off on there as well.
Is that live?
Yeah.
Is that on Facebook?
YouTube.